The Christmas season was also a happy one for those soldiers at Cameron's Robert E. Pugh Memorial Amphitheater on Christmas Eve. For a few hours they would forget about the war, or at least laugh at it, as they watched Operation Holly, Bob Hope's Christmas USO show. Joining Bob in bringing Christmas cheer was the sexy movie star, dancer, and singer Anne Margaret, and a long list of other guests including 18-year-old Miss World, Miss Australia, Penelope Plummer, actresses Eileen Dunn and Linda Bennett, actor Roger Smith of the 77 Sunset Strip fame, football great turned movie star Rosie Greer, trampolinist Dick Albers, the dancing troupe The Gold Diggers, the singing group The Honey Limited, and of course Les Brown and his band of renown.
Can everybody hear? All right, here from an all-night stand at the Bangkok Bathhouse, Les Brown and his band of renown. For the past 15 years now, our guest that is going to entertain us here has been coming overseas to entertain us GIs. So now let's show our appreciation to him and his troop for coming over here to Vietnam to entertain us. I'm privileged to introduce the fabulous Mr. Bob Hope. Hey, nobody showed up, huh? Ladies and gentlemen, here we are in Vietnam. Yes, sir. So much for your bombing halt. And today we're at Long Binh, Vietnam's answer to Disneyland. This is the biggest logistical installation in Southeast Asia. 20,000 men all dedicated to one purpose, to get to Bangkok. And they have all kinds of troops here, American, Vietnamese, Korean, Thai, and Australian. It's the first time I ever saw a crap game with an interpreter. Vietnam, this is where it's at. It's what's happening, or to put it another way, who needs it? This is my 5th visit to Vietnam. Tell me, do they have a Section 8 for civilians? Section 8, that's a fruitcake that goes home for Christmas. Were any of you guys here last year? Well, that's tough. I told you, war is hell. I plan to spend Christmas in the States, but I can't stand violence. And I know the bombing halt is really working. I know because we flew over the Ho Chi Minh Trail and nothing was moving. It's the worst traffic jam I ever saw. Looked like the Hollywood freeway. Of course, you know that back home the elections are over and the birds are flying south. At the White House, the Republican takeover is going very smoothly. The Nixon forces have most of the first floor.
and the fighting has moved out to the backyard where LBJ is making a stand at the barbecue pit. And of course, you know that the students back home are making great progress. Last year they were burning their draft cards. This year it's the schools. So when you muster out, keep your rifle, because if you want to go to school under the GI Bill, you may have to recapture it first. But I don't want you to worry about it, because with your combat experience, you'll make great freshmen. And without it, you'll never make sophomore. At San Francisco State, the cops have spent so much time on campus, 8 of them graduated. South Vietnam finally joined the peace talks, and everyone's happy about it. With 4, you get the egg roll. And there is some good news from the Paris peace talks. The Kong has agreed on the shape of the table, and the Saigon government has agreed on the shape of the table. Now, if they can just figure out how to put a square end on a round middle, you can all pack and go. Isn't that something, that table? That's like trying to milk a bull. Even if you succeed, you're not going to drink it. You know, it's one of those things. But that's another joke I don't think we'll hear on the air.